11 months, guys. How has that even happened in less than a month's time? We're gonna have a 1-year-old. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Leanne and this is Babybel. So this is Babybel's 11-month update. I can't believe that I'm saying that already. It seems just like 5 minutes ago that we did her 6-month one, which is the very first one that we did. On this channel, we talk about everything mum and baby related. So if you do enjoy that sort of content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can see all of our other videos. So we'll start with sleep. We always start with sleep. It's a big topic of discussion in this house. Naps are good. Where are you going? Don't want snuggles anymore. Naps are good. Mainly 2 naps a day. Sometimes it's just 1, but it is mainly 2. It's normally between sort of 9 and half 9 in the morning. She'll go down for her first nap, and that's normally round about an hour or an hour and a half long. And then her second nap is about 2 o'clock, I would say, around about 2 o'clock, and then that one is again about an hour or an hour and a half. She still boobs to sleep for her naps, even at 11 months old, unless it's John that's putting her down for a nap, and then he snuggles her to sleep, and that just seems to normally go well. I say normally. He tried to get her to nap this morning. She wasn't having any of it. So I just want to say apologies about the background. We're having loads of work done in the house at the moment, and this is waiting to be plastered, so that's why that's there. I've tried to hide it with the teddy bear. Hasn't happened. Nighttime sleeps. Nighttime sleeps are still not brilliant. Sometimes we get some good nights, sometimes we get some really bad nights, and the definition of sleeping through is like 6 hours for babies, and Babybel will quite often do that. She'll be asleep by 7:30, 8 o'clock, and you don't need those. And then she'll wake up at 2. So by definition, a lot of the time she does sleep through the night, but obviously being up at 2 isn't fantastic. And then again, she's up again at 4, and then she's up for the day at 6. So nights are still a little bit of a challenge. Please don't screw up my notes, otherwise I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you. She's got 4 teeth now, so she's got the bottom 2 that came through first, and then she's got the top 2. And it did seem like we had some more coming through. She's like really chompy on everything, but nothing else has happened so far, and that seems to have eased off. So I'm guessing that they were just moving around getting ready, but we can't see anything in there just yet, can we? So in her last update, she was crawling, and I think she was climbing up on the sofa. So now she's climbing up onto the sofa. She can climb off of the sofa safely. She climbs on the back of the sofa. She climbs on and off of the bed upstairs. She climbs on and off of everyone else's sofas. She has started climbing the stairs. She has started climbing the stairs. So we sort of stand behind her and let her do that safely, but she hasn't quite mastered climbing down the stairs. And we have like a little step in between the living room door and the hallway, which was stopping her from getting out into the hallway while I was in here trying to do something. But she's just figured out how to climb up on that, turn around and get down. So that is no longer a deterrent. And as John said earlier, it's more just like a speed bump. So climbing, she is climbing on absolutely everything, and it's one of her favourite things to do. Mummy climbing frame is definitely one of her favourite things still, and that's been going on for a couple of months, and I end up covered in bruises because obviously she's got no spatial awareness whatsoever. Hey! What are you doing? She's also started standing independently for a few seconds at a time. That only started yesterday or the day before, so we've not got very far with that. But she has started to do that, and she prefers to walk over crawling. Obviously she can only walk. Oh dear, you've just woken up for a nap. Why are you always so tired and snuggly in these videos? Hey? So she prefers walking over crawling. Obviously she can't walk independently yet, so she has to hold on to everything, and that obviously takes longer than crawling, so she does get a little bit frustrated about that. So it's interesting to see how long it's going to take for her to take her first steps, but she is definitely getting there. Are you chomping? What have we done with Sophie? Have we chucked Sophie on the floor? She started to play games, so we play peekaboo with her, and she started to do it herself. So she gets her blankets and she holds them up to her face, and then we say, oh, where's Babybel gone? And she pulls them down and thinks it's absolutely hilarious. That keeps her entertained for a while. And also a chasing game as well. So John will like go to chase her and she's anticipating it happening, she'll look round to see where we are and she'll crawl off. So she's, you know, really started to show an awareness for that. It's amazing to see. It is scary how much she's changed over the last couple of weeks, because she really is growing up now into a toddler rather than a baby. But it, on the other hand, it's so much fun as well just to watch her do it. I do not need to taste Sophie, thanks. She's attempting to wave. She just sort of, her arms just come out, so she's not actually really got the whole waving thing, but we'll say bye and her arms will be out like this. So that's cute to see. And there's lots of babbling going on, so she's not really saying any words in like the right place, although she does come over and say hello, so maybe she does understand a bit of that. There's lots of babbling, and she went through this stage of like really awful screeching. I think she discovered a new sound and felt like she needed to do that all of the time. Though not like angry screeching, she'd just, while she was crawling along, she'd let out these awful noises. And she also does this thing where she's like all the time, which is, that's scary, especially if she's eating. I do not want her to be doing that. Or when she's in the middle of climbing, she does it as well, and I'm just like, oh, you going over there? She started blowing raspberries, and again, that's something that's happened in the last couple of days. So all of these new noises she's discovered that she can make, it's quite funny. And she loves dancing. Like, she will dance to absolutely anything. Like any song that's on, she will dance. As soon as there's music on or we sing, she will dance. Are you demonstrating your dancing? And what she's doing there as well was another thing. She'll like hold on to stuff and like bounce up and down. She can crouch down to pick stuff up, but she can't. But she has to be holding on to stuff, so she can't do that independently yet. But she does a lot of like holding on and bouncing and stuff. Are you going to demonstrate your bouncing? Which is quite funny. And here she goes. She's now going to try and climb up the back of the sofa. Babybel, there's nothing behind you. You can't do that. She really, really loves looking at herself in the mirror, and also when she's on camera as well. So when I'm editing the videos or when I'm watching them back, she loves watching them. And then when John watches them as well, because he doesn't see them until I publish them, she absolutely loves looking at herself. And I think she thinks that any baby that she sees on camera is her. She just seems to be really interested in everything. She just notices everything that's going on. She's got this thing about pulling everything onto the floor and emptying stuff out. So if there's something on a, like on the bedside tables or whatever, she'll go and chuck them on the floor. She pulls all of the washing off of the clothes there as if we're drying them in here. She empties washing out of the washing basket. She empties bags. So that seems to be a massive thing at the moment, is just emptying stuff everywhere, chucking it all on the floor. You can tell when Hurricane Babybel's come through. And she's developed a huge fear of the vacuum cleaner as well. So I was vacuuming in here the other day, and I looked at her and she was just standing there. She was just shaking, like her legs were shaking, her arms were shaking, and she was trying to get to me, but the Hoover was in the way, and she was just really scared. She's actually just about to escape, so let's keep her up here so I can keep an eye on what she's doing. Weaning. So we've been doing baby-led weaning since she was 6 months old, and it's going slowly. She eats stuff, but she also chucks a lot of it on the floor. I think that's the same with everything else that she's chucking on the floor. She's just experimenting with gravity. So she does chuck a lot of it on the floor. And when she was going through a big... Why are you so tired? Okay. When she was going through a big like stage of teething last week and the week before, she just completely went off of her solid food and all she did was boob. So I was a little bit concerned about that, but apparently it's normal when they are teething to go off their food. Oh dear, crazy baby. But she will eat anything. She will try anything, even lime the other day, and I'll try and put a video in of that. That was hilarious. I took the lime out of my Pepsi and she was just eating it as if it was a bit of cucumber or something. So I'll put that in so you can see it. She's just escaped off the sofa. She's now going to start just menacing the rest of the house. She's obsessed with moving things around, so she'll go out into the kitchen. That noise is her playing the drums on the radiator. Babybel. She'll go out into the kitchen and the dog's bowl is on a mat, and she'll just wave it around and make noise with it and just like spin it across the kitchen. She's also obsessed with the dog's water bowl as well, and any water. You are noisy. She'll go in and she'll pat the water and then she'll rub it into the tiles in the kitchen floor So I'm not sure what that is, but also the paddling pool in the garden as well. She'll go out there and try and get into it if there's a little bit of rain or something in there. And you might have noticed that her hair has finally won its fight against gravity. It's finally got long enough and heavy enough to not be all sticking up and fluffy anymore, which is really, really sad. It makes her look like an actual child. Yeah, she's no longer got that fluffy hair anymore. As usual, we really hope that you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment and hit that subscribe button. It makes us really happy and it lets YouTube know that the video is worth showing to other people. We'll see you next time. You're gonna wave. Say bye. Say bye. Yay. Oh, my snuggly. Yeah, there's my snuggly baby. Look,